Here we are.
All righty, dighty. If you've been waiting for us, we apologize to you. No, I wasn't trying to shave. I probably should have. But we ran out of time, so to speak. So let's just say welcome, welcome, welcome. This is day 342. That leaves just 23 days until the 1 year anniversary of this RobLynn Live Get Up. And today's the 26th day of July, 2023. And you are watching RobLynn Live and Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Right. And we were late due to technical issues, so please bear with us. We think we're good to go at this point. We had some events today, Wednesday, and at 8 a.m. we had Miss Comfort Confor with her round one, 8 a.m. start. 9 a.m. brought on at Eastern Daylight Time, brought on OES Malaysia with trainer Sifu and master Francis Tay and Christie Chong. So this was OES Malaysia. And the three ladies who were with us last night on the panel are also, as their leaders in Malaysia, they were there as well. Not too shabby, Lynn. All right. 11 a.m. brought on Red Redfern at 12 a.m. Nope, let's make it 12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Along came Pop Pop, Marty DeGarmo, with his band of wonders. Let's call them wonders. Red, Marty, Chris, and they had a little technical issues today trying to get the one and only Gershminder Dylan. He was having trouble with his microphone and camera as well. I should have shaved. Okay. So that brings us up to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And who was there? The Wake Up Coffee Girls. Wake Up Coffee Break with Mamata and Rekha.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
It was a fun live.
Yes, it was. There's Benjamin Warat. And Syed is here. We're glad everybody's here that came to the dance. And then at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, what were waiting for was OP360 with, let's see, who was there? Red Redfern was there, Marty DeGarmo, Chris Johnson, Captain Chris Johnson from Oh Bless fame, and Gersh. Gersh came in a little tardy. He was having internet issues wherever he was today. So, and I see Bavine is here.
Hi, Bavine.
Very nice. We're glad you're here tonight. And here comes Christie again, perhaps. Okay, that was 360. And then at 4 p.m. along came Comfort Confor again. I believe she brought Mr. Andy Burks and Mr. Collins Manna with her. Now, it's 8 p.m. Ooh, a little on the right side of 8 p.m. And yes, sirree, Bob. And as Fred Flintstone always says, yabba dabba dabba doo. Oh man, this is getting crazier and crazier, isn't it? All right, so Fred Flintstone is here, and as our little buddy Ollie says, woof, woof, woof. He's been saying that all day today. And is it time for my chicken? He asked. And of course, I cut up some nice chicken breast for him, and he had a full tummy full within probably 6 minutes. He woofed it down, so to speak. All right. Network presentation. That's what we have here. It's the RobLynn Live network of everybody's favorite 8 o'clock show. Also, it's been known to go a little bit over an hour, so don't be surprised if we don't do an hour and 10 minutes or maybe an hour and 20 minutes. And it'll still be RobLynn Live, the network's presentation with Ollie the Wonder Dog, and around 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Lynn over here will ring Grandma Bobby's cowbell. as long as she has her watch with her,
Mhm.
about 8:30, and then it will be followed by highlighting one of your chats, one of your in the comments section in the chats, one of yours, and it'll be highlighted so everybody will get to see it. And after that, it'll be time to. We're not going to ring the cowbell twice tonight, just once.
That's right. And namaste to Bruce Gerstein, and it happens to be his birthday.
Happy birthday, Bruce G. And many more. All right, Brucey. Hope you're feeling better, brother. There's Henry Horn, the one and only Mr. Horn. Glad you're here, sir. All right, let the guesses begin after Lynn highlights your comments. Now, please pray for Ash, as we say every night, his lovely wife and their two wonderful boys. Most of the time, they're wonderful, Ash says. Most of the time. And the boys will be boys, as I know, having had 4 and 2 girls. Yeah, those boys. Oh, yeah. And pray for Omar and Yusuf as well as the tech, media, marketing, and support staffs from around the globe for their continued good health and safety. Also, keep all those who may be ill or injured in any manner in your thoughts and prayers, and send your love, light, and prayers along to them for a speedy recovery and complete recovery. All right. We have a few announcements tonight, and they're going to sound familiar to those of you who are here every evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Migrate and sign the NDA if you haven't. Get your affiliate link so you can share. Sounds good to me.
And happy anniversary, Marty and Don. Thank you for that reminder.
Marty and Dawn. Oh, the DeGarmos.
Yeah.
Hey, Duggies. I think they've been married about 8 years now. No, it's probably about, I think it's 40 years or 42 years. Maybe it's 42
Who
years.
knows how many years they've been married? People here know. Let us know what.
Marty, if you're hanging here, or Dawn, is it 42 years? That's what I think it is. We'll see.
Is it? Okay, we'll find out.
We'll find out. Okie dokie dokie. Okay. Check out the new website if you haven't. It gets updated every Monday morning very early. That gets better and better and better with each passing day. Check out the On Passive YouTube channel if you haven't done that in a while. It's loaded. It's loaded with On Passive short and medium and longer videos. Yeah. Watch your fellow YouTubers' videos. Share them. Post them if you can help folks out with that. And Carmela Schwartz is here, I see, and Michael Tomei. And let's see, there's John. Hello, John. We're glad you're here, sir. Thank you. I'm glad you get a chance, man. That brings a smile to our face and hope to yours as well. All right. If you enjoy the OES, which we know you all do, those of you who are migrated, please migrate. Don't hesitate. Navigate. Migrate. You'll be glad you did. We just can't break, including any of the 3 free for the O-Net, O-Mail, O-Trim, and according to Ava Dias, she says they've been married, she believes, 43 years. That's right. Dawn was 17 and Marty was the ripe old age of, Marty was an old guy. I think he was 20. He was 20 for 43 years. Wow. They are getting old. They're catching us. They're right on our heels.
Yeah.
All right. So as we mentioned, enjoy the 3 free for thee and me. Create, that is, a webinar or conference in O Connect. One of the benefits of doing your OES duties and getting lined up with that. So create a webinar, create a conference in O Connect, whatever you want to do. We want to mention that Miriam has done that last night, and she had a pretty good crowd. We had a little bit of trouble getting everybody logged in, so they switched over to the Z word. But that's only temporary, and hopefully tonight RO Connects will be connected.
I think we stayed with O Connect with Miriam.
Miriam, we did, but with
Manu?
Manu to you.
That was O Connect too. I don't think we switched.
I thought we had to switch on menus.
I don't think so.
Okay, I could be wrong about everything. Correct me, kids, if I'm wrong about any of this. And attend webinars, attend chats, stay informed, engaged, focused on everything on passive. Hello, Mr. Mondal. We're glad you're here. Get out there with your affiliate links. No reason to waste time now. The world is finding out who we are. Share, 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 and share some more. And lest we forget, we have a topic tonight. Topic number 343 consecutive RobLynn Live topics. They've been different every night. And hopefully you guys and girls have enjoyed them. All right. So we have several leaders who are experts in the Q&A format, and we'd like to mention them. We'll bring them on by name in a minute. That's one, Sifu Francis Tay from Singapore. Another one who we love is Chris Tiozon from the Philippines, I believe the south end of the Philippines. And then we got Teng Menor, and Teng is here. He resides now in San Ramon, California, and he grew up, I believe, in the Philippines, if I'm not mistaken, Teng. All right. So with all the above being said, write your questions in the chat. This is a Q&A tonight.
Casey says you're right. We did switch. I just can't remember.
You know, when you get in your 50s like you are, you just can't remember.
My memory's shot.
Get in your 70s like me, it's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
Please write your Sharon, I had a bidee moment already. Please write your questions in the chat. And off we go. And remember, no question, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what language you speak, none of your questions are either silly or screwy or whatever you want to call it. Remember, no question is unimportant as well or crazy unless it isn't asked. So let's ask some questions of our fine panel here.
So be thinking of questions, right? We want to tell them it's a Q&A tonight, so be thinking.
This is I would say this is the finest Q&A group right here. These guys are the best. That is strictly an opinion. For those of you who answer others' questions, strictly my opinion. We've got a good panel here tonight.
I agree.
And remember, as we say each and every night without fail, we're one family.
Veronica's here from TNG.
All right, Veronica from Papua New Guinea. All right. All right. We're one team of tech, support, and media marketing professionals working as hard as they can, day and night, and morning and afternoon, tirelessly for us all global affiliates. Just got a little bit more and we'll be off to the races.
You're doing great.
It's a great day to be working alongside each and every one of you. We feel you're our brothers and our sisters out there. We love working with all of you. And we're also working alongside our brilliant CEO, that youngster named Mr. Ash Mafara, and I always call him Mr. Ash. Our multi-talented COO, that dapper-looking fellow with the jacket and tie sometimes not. That's one Mohammed Kamal. And our amazing CMO, that's Chief Media and Marketing Official or Officer. Now, he is a youngster, Mohammed William Nazal. And welcome to everyone here who's here and who wants to be here. Come along. And we're going to get started right now. Do you have anything you want to add before I introduce our panelists?
You want to do the Ollie thing now?
Yes, let's briefly do the Ollie, Where's Ollie contest. We'll slide off to the side, and there we go. That's a rather ornate building for sure. Ollie's got food again. Every night, Ollie's got food. Usually he's got his Ray-Bans on or his Foster Grants, but not tonight. Sharon biddy, not too shy, says Sharon Koo. RobLynn, out of curiosity, how many on passive caps do you both own?
Not sure. Yeah, you haven't counted lately, have you?
I believe it's 98 total. 98. It may be 100 at this time, but we haven't added to the collection in some time. Every now and then you run out of cash. And that's what happened to us as far as extra goodies like hats and shirts. But we have enough to get us by. Wouldn't you say? These hats are the newest of the collection. They're the on passive cap with a blue on blue with red, green, and yellow, or gold, which are our colors.
Pretty.
Pretty. So I would say it's hovering around 100, to be honest. We've sent some on to some of the people that are on air as well. If you notice, Marty and Chris wear almost just about the same hat every day. It's like this, but they're black. And we're very proud that they do that. And it means a lot to us that they do that. All right. Let's bring them in, shall we? Oh, we got to ring the darn bell. Ring the bell. Ring it. Ring it.
I'm going to ring the bell, and then you can make your guesses once I highlight a specific comment, which is coming up very soon. Pam says she loves the blue caps. Okay, here we go.
Give it a ring.
And let me find a comment to highlight. And that is going to be this one from Casey, who says, "Hi, Ava."
Casey Zevenbergen.
So go ahead and make your guesses.
Sawadee to you, brother.
We will read a couple of the guesses, and then we'll go on to our Q&A.
All right. Well, this worked out well, I think. We're going to name a few where you guys are guessing.
Let's see.
I thought I knew where it was, but I don't.
No guesses quite yet.
And aloha from Ann McLemore,
Okay.
formerly of I call it the other Sunshine State.
And our first guess is from Robert Stifler.
Hello, Robert. He guesses Mexico City. Mexico City. All right. Could be.
And let's show a couple of other notes. Thanks for your dedication. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
His wife still can't log into two accounts. I think we just got to hold on that one. His wife cannot log in.
I see that.
Direct. Yeah.
All right. And maybe that'll be a question why people can't log in.
Right.
We do know some part of it's due to maybe the network where you are, your computer, or your phone.
We'll find out if anybody else is having the same issue.
Right.
And we'll know if it's just you or if it's a system-wide issue. Nicholas says London. Frank Rose is France.
France from
and
Frank.
Licious is England for sure.
Well, there you have it.
Roy McPhail says England as well. Love the hats.
Thank you, Roy.
Brian says hi. Let's see. Good evening, Kenroy Gallian. Casey thinks it's France.
France from Casey.
Pat says London.
London.
I Kushbu Agrawal.
No matter.
On Passive Connect says Jose. Nice caps, says Veronica. Thank you, Veronica. Nice to have you here today. Jai Dev says good morning.
Hello.
All right, and Wanda Kelsey, she's good about keeping track of our likes. She says we've got 139 likes at 24 minutes after the hour.
In 19 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Hashtag NTS.
And since we got a good half an hour or so left of the show, let's shoot for, how many you want to shoot for?
Well, let's shoot for 250 tonight.
Okay, let's shoot for
250 if we can.
All right. So let's go ahead.
Bruce said Switzerland, and now we're going to introduce the panel, if I may.
So we were going to have a quiet contest, yeah, and then so that we can continue start our Q&A.
You can't resume it before you start it. I've been trying to tell you that now for a year. No, I'm just kidding.
Nathan and
Nathaniel Cup, hello. The feeling of explosions in the air. And Carmela says the future of internet. That was with the hashtag. All right. And Davina's here. Dawn is here. How can you purchase the hats? From Allen Sports Decoration. And they're in Seminole, Florida. We're in St. Pete, just 2 miles from them. But we'll put it in the chat. No, let's just have them check it out on the internet, and we'll put the name of the company before we go bye bye.
All right.
But it is Allen Sport Decorations, and they're located in Seminole, Florida. And they do have a website, and they do ship worldwide. So there you go, and you can get them in any color. We have red, black, and blue. I was hoping to get green, but the green was on back order because it's very popular. And you get the large or extra large fitted cap. It's called a flex fit. So it'll fit a lady's head, or it'll fit a gentleman's head up to probably a size 9, 9.5, which is pretty good size hat. All right, let's get it on. Let's from the Philippines. Still in the Philippines, born and raised in the Philippines, I believe. That's one. Chris Tiozon. Hello, Chris. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi, Chris. We're glad you're here.
Good morning and good evening. Good morning here. Good evening there. I'm Chris, residing in the southern region of the Philippines. Joined on passive April 2021. So it's been 2 years and 3 months in the journey. I am mentored by Teng Menor, who is in the backstage right now. He shaped me to be confident in speaking in webinars like this by accepting the role as co-host in our Tagalog Filipino webinars, which Brother Teng invited international speakers starting March 2021, like Marty DeGarmo, yeah, and has been participated once and or more by Terry Ocho, Peter Hauhe, Aunt Jehan. Even we were visited sometimes by Marcian Hemabu and most of the time by Mertlin Butler. Of course, I saw Christie Chong. Christie Chong attended, I think twice, and plenty to mention. Of course, now I am delighted to be with you all, to be in this RobLynn Live episode. Thank you very much.
All right, and thank you for that introduction of yourself. And we have 227 folks tuned in. It's early in the broadcast, so keep it coming, kids. We need a big crowd. We need the likes. We'd like to hit 250 or 300 in the like column. All right, next up, the one, the only Sifu Master Francis Tay. Now, he is not just Mr. Q&A in Singapore. He happens to be Mr. Trainer, and he is quite the trainer, if I might say. Welcome, Francis. Tell us a little bit.
Very good morning. Thank you for inviting me back here to your marvelous, amazing platform, RobLynn. How can we go without you? You're always awake. Every time we click on the webinar or in the computer, we saw RobLynn Live. I'm from Singapore, a beautiful country and sunny Singapore, and everybody have a bucket list to come to Singapore. I understand. We have, yeah. Carry on, Rob.
No, I continue. I was just saying, all right. I should have said it a little lower.
Every Singaporean want to introduce their favorite fruits, the durian fruits. But I will stay away from the fruits because I am a driver. If I take durian just a few minutes ago, I can't go into the car with the air condition, full of smell. So, but anyway, I also do a lot of training on the OES platform. So almost every night, except Monday night. So please look out for the link in the back office. Thank you. Yep.
All right. Thank you for being here, Francis. And next up, formally, and well, you're never formally. He was born and raised most of his uh, years. I think he's 31 right now. So just 31 years. And he's from the Philippines, now residing in San Ramon, California, which is, I'm now learning, is just 30 miles south of the Bay Area. How's that, Teng? So come on, Teng, tell us a little bit. And before you do, Tina Go, thank you for that super sticker. Very
Tina.
kind, Tina. She's from sunny Singapore, the sunny lady herself.
Thank you.
So go ahead, Teng, bring it.
This is Teng, and I would like to greet everybody from all parts of the world, proud affiliates. I started with On Passive in January 2021. Since then, I never look back and I keep looking forward. Thank you for being a part of this platform panel. RobLynn Live, the CNN every night for webinar on passive. It is always a pleasure to be a part of this team. This is the powerhouse, and my goal is to share the blessing because if we will not do it, who will? And that is my goal with On Passive. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Tang. And now, you always should introduce a lady first. How rude was that?
It's okay.
That's
We
terrible.
forgive you.
Just this time, I'm sure. All right, let's bring on Miss Christie Chong from Malaysia. And I think I've seen her the last few days. So talk to us, Christie, please.
Yeah, good morning from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Today I'll be traveling to Singapore later in the day. Okay, I came in because Francis seeked me out when I was in Singapore to ask me to get active in face-to-face training. We started off in his house, and then from there it became a bigger group from 10 to 20, and now 30, almost weekly in Singapore. So, and he also got me involved in his OES training on the webinar on every Tuesday. And now Malaysia has its own webinar on Wednesday, which I'm the host. And because of him, I get the grace and the blessings of being in your show, RobLynn Live, which is a morning diet for me every day because it brightens up my day with all your sharing and all the experience in it. And I thank you for including me in this show. Malaysia is a land of many diversities. Durian is the king of fruit in Malaysia, but we have all types of food, from spicy to non-spicy to sweet food. So welcome to Malaysia. When you come to Singapore, come to Malaysia and visit the farms where the food are served from home cooked meals. All right, let's come. Thank you. Back to you, Rob and Lynn. Rob, I can't hear you.
You never know when she's going to mute me. She's muting. All right. At any rate, what I had tried to ask was, how far is it from where you are in Lumpur? Is it to
Yeah, Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur?
If we drive by car, it's around 6 hours to pass through the immigration, which will take some time by land. But if it's by flight, it's less than an hour.
So I trust you'll be flying today.
Yes, I will be fine. Thank you.
Fly safe, fly safely,
Yeah.
I should say.
Yes.
And I believe it's time for questions.
Yeah.
Do you want to check the chat first, or do we want
I think I don't see any questions right now, so we're gonna have our panelists come on and ask questions so that we can get everybody warmed up. So we're gonna bring them in now.
All right. Now, who wants to pose the first question? And we can get answers from the other panelists or the folks in the chat.
I'll start.
Alrighty.
All right, Mr. Menor, bring it.
Here is a question that has been, logged into my notepad, and that is, how is OnPassive considering a digital solution for visual or hearing impaired customers?
One more time, could you ask that again?
Okay. How is OnPassive considering to have a digital solution or product designed for the visual impaired or hearing impaired customers?
Got it. So the visually impaired as well as the
Hearing impaired.
hearing impaired customers
Yes.
who might
Yes.
need closed captioning. And anyone on the panel want to answer that, or should we go to the audience? What do you feel?
I think it's for the panel to answer, right?
Okay.
Teng, ask Teng if that's
Teng, is that okay that the panel answers that one?
or is it for the
I will take every answer.
Any and every. Okay. Let's go over to you there, Mr. Tiozon. What do you know about the closed captioning and the improvements in the digital world for the visually impaired?
Yes, it will help. The OES system will help those uh, people who have hearing impairment and visually impaired through in the features of OMail. For example, when I send email, I could send it through the video email feature, and the person could also switch on the text to speech. So it's as simple as that. Those are available already because I've been also um, using OMail, sending it to my teammates. Yeah, and we exchange also communication through there. We have a fellow active member who is Jennifer Saril Bautista. Shout out, Jennifer. I know you're listening there in Cebu. And yeah, we'll be more communicating with OMail. Last week we trained on OConnect together with Anne, her partner there in business. Thank you very much.
All righty. We've got a couple of questions here. We'll come back to the panel with maybe a couple more questions, but let's go to the first one that came in here. And that came in from Brian Kroech. Brian says in ONET profile, it will not allow to put the zip code in. It will not allow me to put letters in, only numbers. And it says you need 4 numbers. My zip code in Canada is a 4A, that's 5, 4A2R7. What say you, panel, on that?
good question? Anybody know
So
about that?
Brian's having trouble putting his zip code in. I take it it's from maybe changing his profile.
I have not come across that the profile need your country code, At this moment, it's only a phone number, your name and a phone number.
Okay, got it. And anyone else want to chime in on that with Sifu Francis?
Again, let me highlight it. In ONET profile, it will not allow me to put the zip code in. It will not allow me to put letters in, only numbers. And it says you need 4 numbers. My zip code in Canada is S4A2R7. Thanks. So
All right.
the problem is that it will accept only numbers, and his zip code happens to have some letters in it.
You have that same issue, I think, in the UK and other countries around the world.
So if anybody happens to know and have a workaround around that, let us know. Somebody might have figured it out.
I think the workaround is if you put, this is me just processing, you're trying to figure it out, is that if you enter your phone number first, it should allow you to put in your country, and the 2 should, I don't even think there's a zip code in there. Oh, there is, isn't there? Wow. We should know.
I mean,
Francis, is there a zip code in every profile?
That's why I say that I don't think there's a zip code there. It's only your birthday, your phone number, and your name. There's no zip code.
okay.
They don't ask for address at all.
So that means maybe he's talking about a different section. Is there any section that requires a zip code in the OES, as far as we know?
At this moment, the OES do not require, do not have a box for you to put in your address. So why they ask for your zip code?
Okay, so that should answer.
That's for sure. Just
Ryan's
put the country phone number in first, and then the country. Thank you very much for that question, Brian.
Okay, let's go on to Sarananda's question.
Sarananda says, our friend Mr. Das, Sir Francis, is it one typo connect when it is, what are we having here? Oh, we're having a weather warning. Sorry about that. Is it one type O dash connect when it's found there is no mute and video option? But in something sharing time, get the options, please.
Let's try to see what he means. There's no.
There is 2 types of option. One is if you do not want to speak, then what you say there is no mute and no video is what you are. No, in the attendee room, there's no mute and no video option. But if you want to speak, you can opt for the speaker link to go in.
All right, got it. Makes sense to me. All right, do we have another question in the chat, Miss Lynn?
Let me scroll here. So again, this is a Q&A, so feel free to write your questions down. Let's go to Davina, who wants to give us the answer to the Where is Ollie contest.
The background is the Louvre, Louvre, I think it's Louvre, Museum, France, known as the biggest museum in the world. Houses some of the most iconic artwork, I did know that, the Mona Lisa and the Venus de Milo. All right, it's Jewel of Paris, top bucket list destination. I'm sure Jean has that on her list, Miss Oliva.
True. I'm looking for questions in the chat. I see several of the super stickers from James Kilgore. Thank you so much for the multiple super stickers. Yeah, Casey says there is no zip code required. Thank you for that. We have 216 likes at 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. That is great.
Hashtag NTS, which stands for
Not too shabby.
If anybody knows that, you do.
And Richard Lamat says,
Richard says POL or P0L2BO zip is 000200 letters into.
I don't know what he means.
Man, Richard, that's above my pay grade, brother.
But thank you.
We might have you explain that a little bit later.
Marty DeLarmo says this.
There's no zip code, boys and girls, with the brains here who is running the company. All humans will
be embraced
and on passive. So there's no zip code. That was my original thought. but I stumbled a little there.
No
I don't
problem.
remember putting a zip code. Correct me if I'm wrong, Marty. Isn't it just the phone number first and then the country? Phone number and country. Correct me if I'm wrong, brother.
All right, and we have a question from Sukumar Biswas. He says, "Can anybody make connections with the different groups like GDO, which is Global Dedicated Amphibians? That's um, Engineer Sushanta
Sushanta.
Biswas's group in Bangladesh, and Global Humanity Group. Yeah, I think you can reach out to any of those groups. I don't think there's a problem with that. You can usually find them through Facebook. Most of them have a presence on Facebook, and they post their webinars in the back office as well as in Facebook and WhatsApp and Telegram. So I hopefully that answers your question, Subhamar. I hope that did. If not, go ahead and post again.
Most of the group, the information is in the back office. No, they can go and look up for that. No,
It's like a mini encyclopedia in the back office, so it's good information. Good information.
And we have Jean with a comment.
Gene says it's amazing how powerfully our OES is working to be effective in every country. Multiple styles, multiple languages, codes, addresses. It is mind-boggling how enormous this effort is. Patience is the key.
Thank you, Jean. And Cecil says that he put down his address in ONET.
It allowed me
allowed
in,
him
and it works.
to use, yeah, I guess his address. So maybe that's what the question is about, an ONET. Could it be? Maybe. Could be. Thank you, Cecil. Let's see if we got any more questions. So let me go quickly. We have 231 likes,
Too
which is
shabby.
quite good. Gonna hit 250 any minute.
And we've hit 250 in terms of participants too. Very nice. Thank you, everybody.
Daniel Welsh says we type in our nationality.
Then country of residence, then phone number. Oh, okay. I always thought we typed in the phone number first, but hey, whatever works is how we do it.
And Lucy says, "Hi panel, in ONET, currently club name cannot be edited once created. Will this be changed to make it possible?" And I know Rob can answer that question.
Okay, would anybody on the panel like to answer it, or should I step in here? All right, I'm going to go ahead and step in here. Thanks for the opportunity. I don't get to speak enough. In clubs, if you create the club, you can delete the club. If you join the club, you can't edit it, but you can exit the club. Now, let me go back over that. If you create the club, you have the opportunity by clicking on to the right there, you'll see I think it's it's under the founders button. It's under where is it? It's under the join button, right?
Join button.
The join button will bring up the delete button if you are the creator. If you're not the creator, you can't edit it, but you can exit it. So it's very easy. And the AI, correct me if I'm wrong, knows whether you're an affiliate, whether you're a user, and knows for sure if you're a member of that club or if you created that club. So I hope that answers that.
I think that was pretty clear. So we don't have questions at this time from our folks here. So until that happens, we'll go ahead and have a question from one of the panelists.
I have one.
Okay.
Go ahead there.
We can read in the onpassive.com website what is OES, on passive ecosystem. Access digital solutions as SaaS subscription model from on passive ecosystem, a multi-platform hub for business acceleration. You know, in a these are tech jargon. I'd like to ask the panel, what would be the simple words for this for the layman?
You got
Christie,
muted.
you
OAS.
Yeah.
So
Basically, the OES is a platform for user or affiliate to make revenue. When you have a subscription, you when you subscribe and the people, your customer come into your network, you make some revenue. So it's a business center in a layman term. So on passive ecosystem, which is OES, is just a simple platform for anyone who want to make revenue to participate in the ecosystem. Yeah.
All right. Very good. And the next question is coming from Teng. Go ahead, Teng.
uh, for my way of saying the OES, for someone that doesn't have any idea of what is ecosystem, this is what I explained to my grandson. He asked me OES, and then you always call it WES. I said, what do you mean by OES, Grandpa? And I said, let me explain this in such a way because kids will gonna remember what you're gonna tell them. So what I said is OES is like a shopping center where you keep all those products where anybody can come in and then you earn incentive when they buy. And I said, how big is your shopping center? It's just a business center to me. He said, how big is that? Well, I could only have initially some computer products, like 50 of them. I said, oh, I wish I have some money to buy. So I have an idea that when he says a business center, it's like where you showcase all the products. That's the simplest I could say. I don't know if I come across, and I don't know if that is the same vision that I share with everybody when you say OES.
Thank you very much,
All right.
brother. I'm enlightened, but also with Francis, very simple terms.
Yep. See, it works when you have these three powerhouse put together, right? Master Francis and that's Chris is my commander in chief. He
Oh,
was the first one that really got me. Uh, Chris, you know what you did? You were the one that gave me kick in the butt. You know that, and you really did it good. And then here comes Francis and the RobLynn Live. What a perfect teamwork, and that makes our team the unstoppable. We can do a lot. This team, this right here in this panel, we can go a long way, and we are committed to make a change in humanity. I am with that.
All right. That sounds good. Sounds good. We've got time for a couple other questions, or maybe comments would be good at this point. How about this question? Okay, go ahead, Christy.
Yeah, I have members that just become reactive after 2 years away from the back office. They say, how best can we use the user manual to understand this? I think, Chris, you are always using the user manual. Maybe you can guide us. How can we best use it?
Chris,
yeah.
that would be a good one for you, since you do use the manuals, the PDFs that are in the OES.
Yes. It can be found in the profile section, and for sure one should download it first so that it could be read through your device after it's downloaded. So there you can make it big if and small, or transfer it to another device, to a laptop, if you're initially using a cell phone. Yeah, people nowadays don't want to read manuals, just like when I buy a phone, I immediately go to on or on it and use it right away. And I never uh, uh, read the manual first. But here we encourage for deep learning of what we have in our hands. So download it first, then read a few pages if you like, once a day or twice a day. It depends on the person. Thank you for the question, uh, uh, Christy.
And I just want to mention something here that's very important to all of us, that the updates are being done, I would say, minute by minute, and upgrades both within OConnect, which is becoming my favorite, ONet, where I got a few clubs, I must admit, and OMail, which is had some nice improvements to it, and we're well on our way. So, and we'll stick to that for tonight. And if let's see, Christie asked her question. Francis, have you got one you'd like to share?
I'd like to go back to the question about the zip code.
Sure.
When you join the ONet, they don't require you to put the address, right? The address is your own personal choice. But when you go into your profile, there is a selection address inside the profile. After you join the ONet, there is a selection for you to, if you want to put in your address. So from the outside, when you join ONet, there's no need to put your address. The address is only optional for anyone who want to put their own address. So I haven't tried the zip code yet. So at this point, my advice is don't put too much information of yourself. Thank you.
That's certainly sound advice, I would say. I might ask one more question of the panel, and that is, of all of the applications to date, what is you guys' favorite, and lady, favorite that you like scrolling through, surfing through, whatever you want to call it? And we'll start off with Christie.
ONET is one of my favorite because there's so many choices in there. I get a lot of updates from my group of in my network, and they are learning to use the blogs to create articles in their own blogs. And the clubs have encouraged them to open up their interests and reactivate their interest group, and they're gathering friends who have interest in those groups and coming out with articles themselves. So it's very versatile. There are so many areas in ONET that we can make use of. And it's also a learning lesson to get familiarized with all these different portals that we can use in ONET. And then later on, we can educate your customers or your clients how to use those for their business as well.
All right, sounds good. How about over to you, Francis? What particular application or things to do in any of the different areas do you prefer?
Well, I
Most.
love OConnect because OConnect have so many very interesting and very powerful tools for video conferencing, and also in particular the coming commercialized module where you had a speech to speech, and that one I really want to get connected with all the friends of the world, with your different language. And the other one is also Academy. Yeah, old people like me, I need to learn, but you don't want to travel so far to take your courses. So Academy will allow many of us to equip and to learn to take the classes online. So this is what I'm looking for. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. So let's see. We've heard from Christie. We've heard from Francis. I think it's time to hear from Teng. Speak to us, Master.
All right. See, I told you, Francis and I think alike. That's why I keep following him. I will go with Oconnect. One good reason why I like the Oconnect is it breaks a language barrier. If I want to get hold of someone that I don't even understand every single word, all I gotta do is change the dialect. Now, one thing that strikes me with Okonek is it is a pandemic proof. You know, it is like a demand application at that time. But now, for these companies to save time, instead of flying to other convention centers, they just gotta have a wide screen, have Oconnect that will save the company expenses and the travel and accommodation at the same time. It will make it more productive for the company because just get all those branches all over the world and connect them using the video conferencing. That is very, very significant. Now I go with Academy. Very soon your child will not be bullied anymore because they're gonna be staying home, getting educated at home. It's just a difference of you are in front of the classroom, but you are at home. Now, if I am a professor, I will increase my earning by enrolling other students, not like you're only limited to number of students that you have. That's one. Another criteria is that if I want to further my studies, I don't have to go to other countries to get a visa and get some expenses. I'm just gonna have it online. To me, that's change in humanity. Thank you.
And I want to add to that, if I may, on passive is certainly changing the world and how the world views computers, digital applications, and just anything to do with either education, health, people's welfare. Uplifting humanity is how we do it. And we're all in the right place at the right time for all the right reasons. So just wanted to add that there. And we'll wrap up with the one and only Chris Tiozon. I knew who it was. He's looking straight in my eyes saying, are you going to call on me? So tell us,
Oh,
Chris, what's your favorite thing to do while you're in on passive?
well, it's obvious that I have to follow my fellow musketeers. It's all connect. I get to I get to connect with you guys with free 2 hours of chit chat and talk about other various topics. And also, I'm excited also to jump in after this in Ominu's O Connect platform. So there,
Good stuff.
let's go there, guys.
Well, as luck would have it, that we just heard from O Manu, the one and only O Manu. She's going to be hosting at 9:30 now, not 9 or 10, but at 9:30 Eastern Daylight Time or 9:30 in the morning AM.
PM, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Correct. That's pretty much what I said. And then in the morning, in Singapore, it's going to be on. So, since everybody in Singapore and Malaysia and other areas, countries in that area, let's all join in. We're going to have an O Connect. We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk to each other, and we're going to grow together. And OES Thailand, Myanmar, and Cambodia is at 9 p.m. Singapore time. That's tomorrow, if I'm not. Well, it's tomorrow here. It's today there.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which will be 9 p.m. Singapore time.
True. And Francis Tay is doing the training.
Well,
on
you can't go
O
wrong
Connect.
there.
And also, we've got another one, right, Francis, which starts at midnight Eastern Time,
That would be tonight going into tomorrow
which
here.
is 3 hours from now. And that's already been posted in the back office.
And who's going to be there for that?
That's Francis's lunch at 12. So it's a Q&A, a pure Q&A. So if you've got questions you want to ask them, come to that particular session. It's a great one.
Are you cooking curry? Looking for some chicken curry there, Tay.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. All right, I got it. Well, let's see if we can get airfare and we'll be over for lunch. That's for sure. Maybe a RobLynn Live on the road. Woo, doggies.
That would be fun.
That's a good idea.
Coming to you live from sunny Singapore. I like that.
And I love Yang Yang's emoji comment, which says, many thanks, Teng Menor, Francis Tay, Christie Chong, and Chris Tiozon.
All right, so let's review, if we may, what is on the agenda tonight here, Eastern Daylight Time, 9:30, 21:30 hours for you military guys and girls. We're going to have another O Connect with O Manu. And then at 0001 hours, which is midnight, that's military time, 0001, we'll have Francis will be back at midnight
for lunch
at 12.
Q&A,
which should be a lot of fun. Then in the morning, we expect Sister Comfort Confor to be around at 8. Then we should see, let's see, after 8, we're looking at 11 o'clock. Red may be there, depending on his internet. We won't see Chris Johnson.
at 9 a.m.
And
Francis Tay stuff at 9 a.m.
right, at 9 a.m. is Francis, which is
We connect training with the Myanmar Cambodia group.
correct. And let's see, at 12, Marty is saying he's coming on. So 12 will be Marty DeGarmo with updates and inspiration words of inspiration. And then at 12:30, we've got Areka and Mamata for the, I call it the Breakfast Club, but it's really, what's the correct wording for them? For Reka and Mamata.
The Wake Up Talk Show?
Wake Up Talk Show, that's right. I like that better than Coffee with so-and-so. That's good. Wake Up Coffee. It's the Wake Up Talk Show. All right. Okay, I'll mention that. Yeah. And then let's see, at 4 p.m. will be Sister Comfort likely again with round 2. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, mañana on the East Coast, or today on the, whatever you call it, the western part of the world, I should call it, we'll have the RobLynn Live show.
And also 2 p.m. is Collins Mana and
I don't think so.
Every
Tuesday. Oh,
Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm
At 2
thinking
p.m.
it's Saturday. Oh my goodness. Fire me, will you? Okay. Back to business. It is at 2 p.m. It's Collins Mana and the one and only Andy Burks. All right. And Andy Burks. Okay, we'd like to say thank you for the super stickers before I get in any more trouble tonight.
1 second.
Thank you very much. They are starred.
There we go.
Thank you. Tina Go, thank you from sunny Singapore for that super sticker. Very kind of you. And James Kilgore, thank you for that super sticker. And James Kilgore again. Thank you again, James. James Kilgore again. Thank you for that super sticker, brother. And one more time. Man, that's James Kilgore. Thank you very much. And another. Thank you, Mr. Kilgore. Oh, my goodness. And another super sticker. Thank you. And another super sticker. Holy smokes.
And we got
Gianna from New York. He's been making a round. That fellow wound up in Virginia. Then I think he had a brief stop back in New York, and then he was in Canada, and then back to New York. So thank you for that. our favorite monk, as a matter of fact. And Francis Tay, thank you for your super sticker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sifu. And doggies, Charmaine, for that super sticker.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you as well. And once again, Mr. Kilgore, James, thank you very much, brother, for another super sticker. So, without further ado, we're going to bid everybody a fond farewell tonight. Boy, did I have a bunch of bidee. But we'll do better tomorrow night. So thanks for being here, everybody. We appreciate everything you guys do. Thumbs up. And please, if you would, stay for one of Lynn's picture sessions, if you would, please, for advertisement and media and marketing purposes only. So thanks, everybody. We're going to give a wave out as we usually do. So good night, Gracie.
Good night, George.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are. All right.
Thank you, everyone.
So thanks, everybody, for being here. We're sorry we were 7 to 8 minutes late.
And head on over to the back office to get the O-Connect link to Menu's webinar, which is going to be starting in about 15 minutes. We'll see you there.
Thanks, and we hope everybody can make it. We'll see you there.
Bye-bye.